Hey guys, what's going on? This is Adam. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm giving you guys a brand new movie review. And, I was going through my Blu-ray collection and kind of seeing some movies I hadn't seen recently, and I came across a film from 2010 called Tron Legacy. Now, I haven't seen this film, but it does have Jeff Bridges, Garrett Hedlund, and Olivia Wilde. Michael Sheen makes an appearance in this film as well. So I popped it into the Blu-ray player this last week, and we watched it, and this is what I thought about the film. And we're starting right now. Hey guys, again, my name is Adam, and I love to talk about movies and all things entertainment. So if you like that kind of stuff, make sure you hit that subscribe button and get down in the comments section and join the conversation about what you felt about Tron Legacy from 2010. Now, this film was directed by Joseph Kosinski, the same director who brought us Only the Brave and Oblivion, and those are some pretty decent films as well. So I didn't really know the director going into this film that this is who the director is, but knowing that now, I think it's a pretty solid filmography of films. My overall thoughts about the story in this film was it's pretty decent. It has some really good visuals in there. I like neon lighting, and this has a lot of neon lights. But if you're unfamiliar with the plot, it's pretty basic. Garrett Hedlund's character has been missing his father for a very long time. His father disappeared when he was a kid, and his father's a maker of like this big video game type of world, and definitely into technology as well. Garrett Hedlund's a very smart kid. It kind of follows some clues after something has come awry when he's later on in his life, like around the 20s, or he's about 20 years old when this film takes place, and he goes into this world of Tron, and inside that world, the old version of Jeff Bridges, the kind of like this computer version, is kind of taking over that and trying to come back out into the real world as well. And Garrett Hedlund and his father, and along with Olivia Wilde's character, they're trying to get back and shut the program down before it's too late. Now, with that said, guys, let's talk about the good things I liked about this film. I think that Jeff Bridges, Jeff Bridges playing Jeff Bridges, there comes to a point where after The Big Lebowski, he's just playing the same exact character, and that's exactly what you get. But if you love that kind of version with Jeff Bridges, which I tend to do, you can enjoy his performance in here as well. I think Garrett Hedlund is not the greatest actor of all, but I think he does a decent job for this film, I guess, and for a story that I've never watched the original Tron, but it was pretty easy to follow. I do like the world and the concept and the art direction that this world does provide. I think the sound is really well. If I remember correctly, this was nominated for Best Sound Editing. I think that stuff's really well done in this. Again, like the visuals are fantastic. I like the visual effects for the most part. However, the younger Jeff Bridges, the technology wasn't quite there yet. I think if I was watching this back in 2010, I think I would have really thought that was amazing look. I'm like, wow, they were able to capture him so young looking. That is fantastic visuals. However, looking out with a 9-year-old lens, it definitely falls pretty flat for the visual side of it. My favorite character in this movie is simple. It's Olivia Wilde. I'm a very big fan of this actress. I think she is gorgeous. In this one, she definitely is a kick-ass person that is helping these two characters get out of this world and also get herself out as well. I really like Olivia Wilde, and usually everything that she does I'm pretty on board with, and for the most part I really love this. I like this film as well. For me, for the negatives, however, is again those visual effects are at times dated. They are very dated. However, the world that Joseph Kosinski does make kind of makes up for it just a tiny bit for me. One of my favorite sequences in this movie was, and it was a big standout, was that the grid sequence when they were doing these bikes and hit the bad team trying to destroy these programs as well. I thought that scene was visually stunning. I think they really put all their money and budget into that sequence because it turned out fantastic. But going into from that, let's go into some of my negatives. However, I think the visuals do at times are hindered by the year that the film was made. 9 years ago, if this movie was made now, the visuals would be fantastic, because that's just how technology works. But in 2010, it's definitely considered dated now. The Jeff Bridges character is very kind of hauntingly bad at times. And also the story isn't it's not really complex. It's pretty rather simple. It's something we've seen countless number of times. And as a person who hasn't seen the original Tron, which it makes me want to watch that film, I don't feel like they really built upon anything that I've heard from the original Tron. Really cool concept in here somewhere. I don't think it's executed the best that it possibly could be. It's a very kind of a shallow kind of story in a way. And also Garrett Hedlund, like, he's decent led in this film, but he's not the most charismatic guy. He looks kind of like Jeff Bridges, but he's not a really charismatic lead that I want to. I was more drawn to characters like Olivia Wilde and Jeff Bridges' character in this film. And overall, my thoughts of Tron Legacy is it's something that it's enjoyable to watch on like a Saturday afternoon when there's nothing else to watch. I would definitely pop this one in again. But overall, it's not something I'm going to remember all too well after watching it. I got this movie for free from a friend, so that's why it's in my collection. My wife really liked it a lot more than I did. My overall takes and opinions on this film is I think Joseph Kosinski does do a good job directing this film. I thought all the shots were pretty well done, and the visuals and the concept and the art direction suck me into this world, and I feel like I'm in there and I want to explore it. However, having an uncharismatic lead in Garrett Hedlund does take it down a notch. It's not really engaging to me. I'm more attracted to characters like Olivia Wilde and even Michael Sheen when he shows up. There's what kind of quirky type of characters that makes this world kind of interesting and unique to me. It does make me want to watch the original Tron from, like, I believe the 80s, I think. But other than that, though, it's a story that we have seen done before, and it's something that I'm not going to rewatch a whole lot, even though I do own it. So it's definitely worth a watch, at least one watch for sure. So if you haven't seen Tron Legacy, I think it's something, if you're intrigued by the idea and you want to go to Disneyland because they're making a Disneyland Tron ride at Disney World, definitely check it out because I think it's something good to kind of explore that. And I wouldn't mind seeing another version of Tron, maybe like a complete remake of the franchise to get those visuals, because I think this movie is due for a remake because the visuals would actually benefit the film in many ways. But overall, guys, that's my quick thoughts on Tron Legacy. I thought it was pretty decent watch. It wasn't something that blew me away, but I thought the visuals were really good, and I love neon, so it's a win for me, I guess, in a way. Anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on Tron Legacy. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you guys love movies, entertainment stuff, and live shows, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more stuff like that. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you. You guys are awesome. We'll see you next time.